Hi guys and welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna do the first episode of the Battle of the Bands. Because it's a new channel here and I haven't done many album rankings. I'm gonna do Battle of the Bands between the bands that I already ranked because I don't want to do other bands and do spoilers in a future album ranking. So I'm gonna do with what I have, and I decided to do Arch Enemy versus Children of Bodom. Both bands they have a lot of similarities. Scandinavians, both of them. We can say it's not exactly the same genre, but definitely both of them they're melodic death metal. At least that's how they started. When they became a little bit more mainstream, we could say both of them they are melodic extreme metalers. Even their discography, they're a bit similar. 12 albums, Arch Enemy, 10 Children of Bodom, which is not bad. So in this series, I let's say want to do something different than most of the people do. I'm not gonna rank the albums mixed from both bands because I did it individually and too many people do that. I don't want to do that. Instead of that, I thought like do it as a game as well with a point system. So I'm gonna go head to head whether each album first, their debut album from both bands, decide the winner. The winner will get 2 points. Then the next album, and you'll say Arch Enemy have two more albums. Yeah, well, in that case, because some bands they're way more active than other ones, they have more albums. We want to reward them, but not to over reward them. So for every extra album that a band has, they're gonna take 1 point, not two, because some bands they had like a small career and it's not fair for them. So I try to make it a little bit fair for both of them. So today, as I said, we're gonna do Arch Enemy and Children of Bodom. We'll see how we're gonna do, because I think it was the only pair that I could do, since I have only 8 or 9 videos already with album rankings. Maybe the next one could be Judas Priest versus Black Sabbath. Leave a comment below if you want to see that battle between these two bands, or you think it's not a good match. Now let's proceed. So we're gonna start with their first album. We have Arch Enemy, Black Earth, and Children of Bodom, Something Wild. Now, Arch Enemy, I think, is a little bit more consistent, the album. And I think this is because of Michael Amott, because he's a little bit more experienced than Children of Bodom on this stage, because he participated in Carcass. He had Carnage and formed Spiritual Beggars. So he's a way more, as I said, experienced, while Children of Bodom, I don't think they had any professional, let's say, release before that. So you can tell that is a little bit inconsistent in the songs, and Alexis' voice is not that great. Of course, from the other hand, we have Johan Liva, which for me he doesn't sound good at all in this album. Children of Bodom, the highlight, Lake Bodom, I don't think it's enough for them to give them the lead. I think Black Earth of Arch Enemy has a little bit better songs, and the whole album is more solid. So for this battle, I have to give it to Arch Enemy, the winner. So let's proceed to the second album of the two bands. Now, for the second album, we have Stigmata from Arch Enemy, and we have Hatebreeder, Children of Bodom. On this one, we have massive improvement from Children of Bodom as a complexity, technicality, way more solid. Even Alexis' voice sounds way better. Production is better. From the other hand, as you remember from my Arch Enemy ranking, I think this one was on the bottom of my list, so I think is a little bit worse than the first album. So I think we have a clear winner here, and I'm gonna go with Children of Bodom. Next one, third album, we have Burning Bridges, Arch Enemy, and Follow the Reaper, Children of Bodom. Improvement for Arch Enemy, especially on the vocals, a little bit more tight, more solid the album than the previous one. But here we have an even better album than Hatebreeder. The symphonic element starts fade away a little bit, become just a little bit more melodic mainstream elements, but works superb. And again, here I think I have a clear winner. I'll go with Children of Bodom and Follow the Reaper as a better album. Now, next one we have Wages of Sin from Arch Enemy and Hate Crew Death Roll. Wages of Sin, Angel Agoso. We have a very good vocalist here. Great songwriting as well, great hits, but of course, the same with Children of Bodom. I ranked it as the best Children of Bodom album, and I don't think it is worse than Arch Enemy Wages of Sin. Great album, Arch Enemy, but I still think this one you can listen it much more pleasant, and I think it's a better album. So a winner is Children of Bodom on this round. Next one we have Anthems of Rebellion and Are You Dead Yet? So this one, Children of Bodom, wasn't that great, that album, but I think it has one of their best songs here, Are You Dead Yet? Anthems of Rebellion is a little bit more thrashy, of course melodic as well. It's hard. This one is hard. We have to choose an album. There's no equal albums here, so I have to pick something. I think Anthems of Rebellion just slightly better, so I will go with Arch Enemy Anthems of Rebellion for this one. Next one, we have Doomsday Machine and Bloodrank. Great album, both of them. But I think Arch Enemy, this one is one of their best albums. Uh, Very solid, has a great tracks inside, very melodic as well and heavy. While from the other hand, Children of Bodom is a bit controversial for some people. Some they high very low, some quite high. Very good riffs. But I think for this one, I will go with Arch Enemy and Doomsday Machine as a winner. Next one we have Rise of the Tyrant and Relentless, Reckless Forever. This one is another hard one to choose, although Arch Enemy, I said this one is the best according to my opinion. I like a lot Not My Funeral, the song from Children of Bodom. I think is one of the best songs. But the rest of the album looks like as it was like some great ideas and patched them up together and put them in one album. So I think I will go with Rise of the Tyrant for the winner for this battle. Next one, what we have? We have Chaos Legions and Hollow of Blood from Children of Bodom. This one. I didn't like much the Hell of Blood from Children of Bodom. I think it is a little bit complicated because they try to become more technical again on this album on the guitars and yeah. From the other hand, Arch Enemy, great production, very groovy, has great songs as well, and the guitar work here is pretty good. The two brothers, they do excellent job. I think I'm gonna go with Arch Enemy, Chaos Legion for this one. Next one we have War Eternal and I Worship Chaos from Children of Bodom. I think here is more a clear winner, and this is Arch Enemy War Eternal. I think is one of their heaviest and let's say their most symphonic album, and it's great. From the other hand, there was a lot of problems for Children of Bodom when they were recording this album. One band member left, so Alexei had to do all the guitars. He was struggling a little bit with alcohol and abuse, and yeah, it reflects on the music. So my winner is War Eternal from Arch Enemy. Next one we have Arch Enemy, Will to Power, and the last album of Children of Bodom, Hexed. Although we have The World Is Yours from Arch Enemy, one of their best songs for me. The rest of the album I don't think is strong. From the other hand, I believe that this is one of their best mature and solid jobs of Children of Bodom. So for this one I will go with Hexed, because I think is way more solid and way better album than Arch Enemy. So we don't have any more albums for Children of Bodom, and as you all know, we have 2 albums from Arch Enemy left, so we're gonna go 1 and 1, 2 points for Arch Enemy for these 2 albums, and then we have the rest of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So is 7 albums multiplied by 2 is 14, and the 2 points from these 2 albums, 16. And then we have Children of Bodom, 1, 2, 3, 4 albums. So multiplied by 2 points is 8. So we have a double score, let's say. Arch Enemy won 16 points, and Children of Bodom 8 points. Yeah, even though if I didn't do that point system, you could tell that Arch Enemy, they had a bit more solid albums, and sometimes it depends the time of each band. When Arch Enemy, they had strong albums, Children of Bodom, they didn't have very strong albums. Children of Bodom, they had the very first albums stronger, which Arch Enemy was not very strong, so that's how we have this one. So for one more time, Arch Enemy are the winners, 16 versus 8. Leave a comment below if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and tell me, what do you think? Do you want to see a Black Sabbath versus Judas Priest Battle of the Bands? Because it's the only bands that I can do now, Battle of the Bands, until I do more album rankings from other bands, and then I will start doing more of them. Leave a comment on that, and thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.